Hello.
Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick overview of my build that I've been running as my league starter in 3.27. This is Siege Ballista, um, deck stacking Hierophant. Um, this follows more or less the PoE guy build, but I've made modifications to make it cheap as possible. The build in total is about 6.5 divines. I've used tree pathing and cheap jewels in order to stretch the limits of what I'm able to do in terms of getting as much power as I can onto my tree, which means I'm using Timeless Jewel in the other socket on the right side. I have dropped the Timeless Jewels from here. I am not using a Light of Meaning, and I am abusing the Bound by Destiny by having bought 2 rings that already had decent stats and used a Redeemer Orb on them. I'm also pushing my dexterity by using a synthesized amulet. The bases for this are super duper cheap. Amulet, because nobody uses them for an unknown reason. Right, so, chaos, chaos. And you can use the normal sorrow deafening essences to roll all attributes on it for an extreme boost in damage. So that's what I did. I've been doing that for every league. Everything is standard. I'm not using a rare chest. I'm using just a corrupted Briscrap. I corrupted this thing myself. It took me 11 Chaos Orbs. Thank you so much, Asynchronous Trade. I'm not using any kind of crazy bow. I'm not using any special supports. This is an enhanced level 3 that cost me 28 chaos. Doesn't need to be in the build. Using a barrage because I have a split percent, whatchamacallit, Rain of Splinters. Also does not need to be part of the build. What I am abusing though is these two. The implicit on this graft says 1% cast speed per 20 dexterity on both of them. And I'm using a Wilma's Requital in order to convert or I guess to apply the cast speed to attack speed. And then I'm using all kinds of stuff to double dip on it. So I've got Onslaught effect, I'm running a Haste gem, and I've got the Spectral Wolves Ascendancy spect with the head leader that's giving me 35% attack and cast speed, so that's a double dip. But it also means that I'm able to use Frostblink of Wintry Blast with Spell Echo in order to basically get a bunch of cast speed and Frostblink my way to the boss. So let me just make sure that this map doesn't completely murder me. Might. Again, this is a under 7 divine build that I'm trying to get into T17s at the moment. This is how it lags. Lags so hard. Sorry, this is the first map of the day, so some of the textures might not be loading and I'm lagging harder than I should be. But anyway, it has no issue handling the normal mobs inside of a T17. And when you Frostblink around, it does this.
My mana is spent.
And I can basically skip my way through the map to find the boss. Pick up any yellow beasts that I might want to pick up for profit, or red beasts if I spot them. Oh my god, come on, really. The lag, people.
You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor. Do not worry, or you will be food. We are friends now.
Damage is phenomenal on it.
You shall be remade.
Especially for, again, 6-7 divine budget. More than acceptable. Right? That's all the nightmare that's all the nightmare dudes. Sorry. I have to, I'm not the best YouTuber, so speaking, recording, and trying to play is difficult. But anyway. So, looks like this. Line T acceptable for a 7 divine build. Okay. You guys are probably better players than me though, so I'm not very mechanically skilled. And that's why I keep dying. So the boss is easy, the beasts are easy, the maps are acceptable. I didn't really roll this map very well. Because like it's got endurance charges on it and stuff, it's got impales that really hurt. Lots of bad things. I'll take that silver flask actually. And right now I'm just running the map just to show the mapping damage. Again, this is T17, nothing like crazy juiced, but for a build that's not supposed to be here, it's doing decently well. I am lagging a lot because the cast speed is and attack speed is quite high, and my computer is quite not good.
The first ones look upon this capture with pride, exile. You hunt well.
Oh yeah, and the reason why things keep getting pushed back is I tattooed over two of my strength nodes in order to get knockback on 10% to knock back enemies on hit. It adds a huge defensive layer because now melee mobs are having a lot of issues trying to hit me. Anyway, I just wanted to show the build overview, the fact that it can blink around super duper quick, the fact that it's super duper cheap, and it's generally fun, right? I can do cool stuff on it. It can't do the super juicy stuff, but I mean, it's a league starter. I had showed this POV over to one of my guild members, and he said, you know what, you're not gonna have even an enhanced 3 at the league start. You're not gonna be running Rain of Splinters at league start. You're not gonna have an enlightened support at league start, which means that I can take haste off. We're not gonna have these fleshcrafts. We're not gonna have the hands next league, so I can take those off. And just running it like this would be a normal baseline build, it actually gets up to 2.4k dexterity. I mean, right? So 2.4k dexterity easily, and it does just fine with. Now I should put links in. It does just fine with faster attacks and added cold damage, without the barrage or any of the crazy setup. Right, this is the PoE guy build without any of the cheese.
Go, beast! Away!
Can't really frostblink around too crazy either. So it does plenty of damage, does plenty of life, and does plenty of good times. So just wanted to show off my build. I am going to be moving on to Herald of Agony next, and yeah, I'll put up the POV in the description. Abuse it while you can, and if you want a league start with something similar next league, I do encourage it, because this is a really fun build, and it can be done for a very extreme budget. Ta-da!